Hello everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Phoenix Draconis coming with you with another throwback toy review. And as you can see, this week's theme is going to follow along the one I set in my last episode, which is showcasing the Transformers animated series Starscream. And man, oh man, this thing is wicked cool. I really like how, and I said it before, I loved how Hasbro had tried to follow the actual animation designs, especially in not just the robot mode, but the vehicle mode. The engineering is phenomenal in this series. Now, as you can tell, I got Starscream posed up in a very dramatic pose here, and I mean, it's like, yeah. And let's take a look at that pudding over here. So let's zoom in, and there he is. Look at that, man. I'm gonna go ahead and just bring him closer. Oh yeah, look at that. That is awesome. Damn. I mean, that the smirk that he always has and everything else. And yeah, that is, man, oh man. I mean, yeesh. And right now, I know you're probably saying, is this the Takara version? And I have to tell you, no, it is not. Because right now, the lighting is giving off this metallic glow onto his paint application, so it kind of looks like it was painted with a metallic paint. But man, oh man, I mean, look at the way he is featured. The arms, the legs, the whole torso, all that. If I were to put a side-by-side image of both Starscream and the animated design, you can they almost mirror each other. So let's go ahead and take a look around at this figure. Look at that clear canopy that he's got. And as a matter of fact, as you can see, you can almost tell the inside of the canopy on there. That is pretty awesome. The feet here, man, oh man. That is awesome. And then look at the back on here. Good gravy. And I like how they have the his Decepticon insignias. I like how they have them sitting straight up. That is awesome. Though I'm wondering if, yeah, I'm thinking even in robot mode, I'm going to bring out Sunfire here. They have them upside down in plane mode, in jet mode. So either way, it's still going to be upside down. But for some reason, in this particular design, it really brings them upright. So I really like that. Now, one thing that this figure is missing, because I did get this through Macari. This is another figure that I got, or I should say another couple of figures that I got through Macari, and they are missing a couple pieces that are essential for his plane mode, and they kind of hang down a bit. So I am trying to find those pieces, as we speak. Since they didn't come with them, I'm looking on Facebook and the parts page and everything else. So if anyone has those particular parts and knows what I'm talking about for these figures, leave me a message in the comment section below. Now, I mean, this is pretty awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at its articulation. As you can tell, it's got a really nice pose. I'm just gonna go ahead and put him in a wide stance. So his arms can go almost 360. The only problem is that it will hit the back here. He does have rotation in the elbow. He can bend around 90 degrees. There is no wrist rotation, but the hands and thumb can open up like he is holding something or trying to do a dramatic pose. Because let's face it, Starscream's such a damn drama queen. So if we were to zoom in like so, yes, that's actually good. All right, so let's go ahead and zoom out just a bit. Lower this down. All right. There is no waist rotation. There is thigh rotation here. He can kick out, and there is very strong ratchet. So he can kick out about 90 degrees. Can kick back around the same. He can bend about less than 90 degrees, and he does have limited ankle tilt, so his feet can kick up, can kick back just a bit, but again, that's maybe mostly due to transformation, and he does have a little bit of ankle tilt, so you can get him in those little stances there. So yeah, like I said before, I've been very impressed with this line. Though I did have to go ahead and get mine loose out of the box. They did try to go ahead and make sure they are complete. Ooh, also, before I forget, he does have a feature on here in where he can launch his missile. So there is a launching mechanism here, and if you so wanted to, you can go ahead and whoop, come on, stand up, there you go, and there we go. I put my hand a bit too close so it didn't fire all the way, but when you press that little lever, oh shit, there it is. Whoops, sorry about that, folks. Alright, so yes, it did launch. It didn't hit my hand, it hit the fridge next to her. But all in all, it's got a very good, strong launching spring. So, but other than that, that is it for its articulation. So, if you don't mind, give me a moment to go ahead and there we go. Give me a moment to go ahead and get this camera rearranged, and we'll start with the transformation. So here we have Starscream from a bird's eye point of view. Now before we go any further, what I'm going to do is I want to go ahead and remove the missiles, put them off to the side because I don't want them to be any type of misfire. And even without the missiles, his weapons are pretty imposing. Alright, so at this point in time, what we can do is we can go ahead and detach this back portion here and just put his Jay Leno chinned head, more of a straight pose, and then just put this portion up like so. Now, at at this point, we're going to go ahead and just disconnect. This area is connected here, so using your thumb, you're going to push back, and using your forefinger, hold this portion, this crotch portion down, push your thumb up, and that will detach the nose cone, at which point, as you turn, the nose cone starts to extend. Now at the same time, the arms tend to also go back as well. Now one thing you want to do is turn the arms up like so. Whoops. Hold on, folks. There we go. So, as you can tell, as I was saying earlier, the arms were like this as they started to move in. So what you're going to do is you're going to turn the arms up like so. So that way when they go in, they're between his legs, and they're going to nestle right here. Now, one thing you're going to want to do also is this overhang on his knee. There is a little peg right there. There is, I want to say there was a slot on there. So you just pop that in and bend his knee or bend his leg in. So that's going to push in, going to pop that in, and then going to push this section into the back of his leg, and you're going to do the same on this end. And for some reason this thing is fighting with me. Ah, there we go. Okay. Oh, come on. Ah, there we go. Now, this is what I was talking about earlier, too. When I mentioned these piece, that piece in the back is basically used to cover up his hands. But unfortunately, it is not there. So we're going to go ahead and close these up. Kind of reminds me of the Macross, or I should say one of the Macross jets. I think it was Fire. I don't remember. It's been so damn long since I've seen any type of Macross series. Alright, and there he is. Now there is another thing. He does have landing gear, so there's a section here you just pull up with your thumb, lock that in. And of course here there is a little notch on the side, and if you have fingernails you can be able to do that. Unfortunately, I whittled mine down to a nub, so you need to go ahead and just pull that out. Do the same on the other side. There we go. And then you just nestle that down right there. And there he is. And I have to say, I am very impressed. Like I said, with the engineering, I'm going to be using that word a lot because I have to say I am deeply impressed with the way the engineering occurred on here. And it does roll, mind you. It does actually have rolling wheels, you know. Well, with the exception of this one here. But these back wheels, they do roll. But all in all, damn. Now, like I said before, with the exception of those two back pieces here that allow to cover up his hands, I have to say it is remarkable engineering. Very, very nice. But man. I'm going to go ahead and go for a different angle, so give me a moment. I'll be right back. Alright, folks. Thank you for waiting. And like I said before, this is one hell of a figure. The engineering is amazing. I cannot say enough about it. And man, oh man. So I mean, let's take a look at the details on that. I think I showed you before, as you can see from above, you do see some internal details inside the canopy. That is awesome. See the intakes right there, the details along there. I mean, it's almost, you can barely see any type of robot kibble. Like I said, if it wasn't for the fact that I did not have these covers on the side, you would not even see the hands. And then of course you got, you know, his thrusters here, which you can open up, like I said, like one of the Valkyrie fighters. And that, I mean, I have to say, I am very, very impressed. And like I said, you'll be hearing that word a lot throughout the next series of videos that basically showcase the Transformers animated line. You know, the engineering was like, wow. Now, there were some issues that I took care of before filming. That was the looseness of his arms. They tend to have, I'm going to bring out Sunstorm here to illustrate. So like with his arms here, unlike Starscream's, these are crazy tight. I like how that was. For some reason, Starscream's didn't have that. Also, one of his you know, fingers, or not his whole set of fingers, his 4 fingers here, fell off. I was lucky I was able to find it, at least on Starscream's. So what I had to do is go ahead and take some nail polish, clear nail polish, add that on there, and let it sit for a few minutes so it could just dry and harden, and that seemed to resolve the issue. So that's not too bad on there. But like I said, it's almost like how he looked in the animated series. I like this jet mode. It is very awesome looking. I'm really liking that. Oh man. So we're gonna go ahead and take one final look at Starscream in vehicle mode. That is so awesome there. Alrighty. Alright. So give me a moment. I'm going to put him back into robot mode. And then I'm going to give you my score and my final thoughts on the figure. Now here's Starscream back in robot mode. And like I've said before, I've been very impressed with this line so far. At least from the figures that I do have. And on a scale of 1 through 10, I definitely want to go ahead and give this one a 9 as well. Mostly because of the fact that there are some areas that were loose, I had to tighten up. Also, the pieces that are missing. Unfortunately, I never got this series when it was out originally, and I'm just now picking them up as I'm able to find them. So if I do wind up finding another Starscream, or at least pieces of another Starscream, and I'm able to go ahead and put those back pieces on there, that will complete this figure. In terms of his partner, Sunstorm. Oh, there we go. Yeah. He is missing his missiles, and he's also missing the back pieces as well. So that's something I'll probably wind up having to look for. But other than that, like I said, this is a very good figure. Is it for everyone? It really depends. You know, if you grew up with the Transformer animated series and like the figures themselves, then great, go for it. If you're able to find them, shoot, do it, get it. But nonetheless, that is my take on this figure. I'd like to hear from you. Do you happen to have this? Were you able to get it when it was originally out back in 2007? Or did you pick it up, secondhand? Doesn't matter how, but do you have it? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Leave me your comment in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. Click onto the bell icon so you can receive word when I put out new videos. This is Phoenix Draconis, and I will catch you all on the flip side. Peace.